Hey YouTube, how you doing? Kevin here, coming at you with a DS80 Suzuki. Yep, they got the front wheel on backwards. I noticed that right off. The complaint with this bike right here is he burnt up the cylinder and the piston, which had very low compression. Alright, fair enough. So, got the silencer on the back, and all the screws are into the frame, which I noticed right away, which is a good sign. Thank you for that. Handlebars bent forward, throttle cable over there, tank strap, clutch cable needs to be blown off, cleaned out, and lubed up. But other than that, it's not in bad shape. So let's take a look at the box of parts. This is the box of parts and stuff that came with it. Got the fuel tank with the petcock on it. That's a plus. Carburetor in there. Seat's in good shape, huh? Look at that seat. Seat's in good shape. Here we go. Take all the goodies. Alright, air filter box. No air filter, but that's okay. At least all the parts and pieces are there. I don't mind buying an air filter. We got the plastics. Not in bad shape, actually. Yeah, not bad shape at all, actually. It's not bad. All the head bolts are right there. Good. Spark plug. Cylinder head. No, it's not. Oh, yeah. He burnt up something in there. Something came loose. You can see the damage on the cylinder head. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just how it is. This is an 80cc. Here's the intake boot, cylinder, reeds, exhaust gaskets in there. Cylinder actually does not look bad at all. So something happened on top of the piston. There's the peg right there removed. It's got the other one on the bike already, right there. Good, good. Alright, do that. Carburetor looks in excellent condition. Choke up top there. And the intake boot that goes up to the from the front of the carburetor to the airbox. Alright, so it looks like we're all here. We are complete, except for the piston that's missing, which this right here would need a piston. But other than that, and the side cover's got a hole in it. Looks like they lost a chain at one point, right there. And it bunched it up, and of course the chain guy's missing. So got a few things to order for it, but nothing dramatic. I like doing these check overs. So this is the first look at this. This is how you're seeing it. Is how I seen it. First look at the. This looks like it has electronic ignition. That's the same coil used on the Kawasaki KE100s. Yep, this thing's got electronic ignition. Beautiful. Looks like the cable's missing for the clutch, and the case right here is broken. Right here, you can see where it's broken right off. So that is going to have to be replaced. So it's going to need this clutch cover to replace that piece right there, which is nothing. I could do it without that. Try it out, you know. Have to blow it all out in there. Just a head gasket right there. Well, looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a. Oh yeah, they got all kinds of crap in there. This thing's going to be blown out. So it looks like there's sand in it. Yep, sand in the motor. So, is sand? Yeah, that's sand. It's going to have to be blown out. Not a big deal though. I've had worse. Probably going to have to do bearings on this thing. It's got sand in the motor. I don't know how far down. Looks like it just went to the top there. So we'll clean it up and see how it goes, and if I can salvage it. If I can't, put another motor on it. I'm just wheeling it off back here real quick. See what I can do for it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, whenever you get sand in a motor, that's never a good sign. Bearings get wiped out, and shit starts knocking and clanking and everything else. And no matter how much oil you put in it, it's junk. So, let's take a look. I'm going to try flushing it out. When I flush these things out, I use diesel fuel to flush them. thing's missing. It's right here. Gonna blow that out, clean it up as much as I can. It turns over. It doesn't turn, it has no growl to it, so that's when I turn it over, it feels pretty good, you know. So, looks like it's just going to be wiped down. I'll throw some grease on here and see if I pick up anything, and then go from there. But other than that, it all seems to be in good shape. Everything's plugged in all right. It's missing some shit over here. Who the hell knows what this wiring's for, so we'll have to figure out that. But probably missing a CDI, which is what I'm thinking. Thinking the CDI might be missing. There's something going on back here. I don't know about CDI, but we'll have to figure out what goes back here on this side of the bike and how it goes in back there. Because it wouldn't be a, well, this actually might go off to the front. Yeah, I don't know. Gonna have to look up the wiring and find out what these wires go to. Stuff is pinned and poked and prodded, so. But for the most part, looks like it might be a runner. Looks to be in good shape. Has some, you know, the plastics are kind of, you know, tacked on there. It's got the single spring in the middle. Back fender's broken, but that really don't matter. You have the seat on there anyway. We're bumming around the yard. Little 80. She'll go. Give a little beastly little thing. Fix that tire up. Peg back on. Brakes are all connected and wound right the hell in, so the back brakes are junk. Typical. Front cable's missing. So this is what I do when I get the bike. I talk about it. I do basically I'm just going over all the stuff I see, making a laundry list in my head of what it needs and what it's gonna need. For the most part, everything is here. It's missing a few little things and nothing really to write home about. This is a DS80. I don't know what year. Maybe I'll tell you on this tag. Suzuki DS80 motorcycle. 1986. Right there, 1986. This is 1986. This is basically, this came out at the same time as my red KD80. This would have been its competition right here. So, air cooled, same style front end, smaller tires though. So this right here. All right, so let's figure this out. My KD80 has bigger tires and wheels. This is also an 80. This would have been its competition, but it also came out around the same time as the MX80, which is actually 72 cc's, which has this style tire. So I would say it would go my green Yamaha, then that bike, and then the KD80. The KD80 being the biggest of the three. Pretty cool, huh? But the power difference might be bad because this has a reed valve motor, not a rotary valve. But it's still pretty damn cool. So, thing probably has spark too. It's electronic ignition. Has automatic oiler, which is hooked up on that side. Kind of weird putting it on that side of the motor, but yeah, whatever. And for what they did to it, you know, just didn't take care of it. That's really what it comes down to. See this right here? That's a problem right there. Butt connector. Never butt connector. Take the time and solder your wires. Seriously, solder them. Use some heat shrink, make a solid connection. Oh, yep. This is a piece right here. This is a vacuum tube that goes up to your reed valves. It's for vacuum to operate your automatic oiler. And, yep. So we got another project. This is a 1986 DS80. And we have all the parts and pieces to it, except for, you know, some of the stuff. So needs some covers, needs piston. Sometimes you'll find that the KD80 piston might fit that. I gotta check to see if they're compatible, because I have one for that, if it'll fit. But if the stroke is different, then it won't. So, this is the expansion pipe right there. That's a nice expansion pipe. That is sweet. And this right here, when it goes on the bike, has an anti-vibration mount, I noticed, on the front of it. So, that's going to be a little more powerful. This right here is probably more powerful than the KD80, just because of that pipe. And that's going to fit right on that mount, right there. So the guy, when he took it apart, did some good stuff. He put the bolts back where they came from, and that'll fit right into there like that. So yeah, this thing's going to have some nut to it. Definitely going to have some nut to it. And the rubber in the clamp is there too, so that's a good positive note for the silencer. So basically your power is generated right in here. See how it funnels up? This is called the expansion tank. The exhaust gases expand, get compressed back here, and it's kind of like a shock wave, and it not so much blows back, but restricts. And then of course you're still going to have your sound that's going to travel through this pipe and out through the silencer, and the silencer is actually just going to shut this bike off. So other than that, it's going to be loud as hell, just because of the expansion pipe. The expansion pipe is actually a little bit louder, and the silencer is going to quiet it down. And they use rubber back here. It doesn't get that hot. It gets hot, but not that hot. You know what I mean? So I think it's a really decent shit. I'm pretty pleased with it. So it was a good trade. Good trade. I mean, I have to get the side cover, which is easy enough to get. I just get a clutch for the side cover there. Piston. It's going to need a few little things. See this right here? This is a big no-no, people. Remember I was telling you guys about this? See how it's exposed? And all the crap is on it. So that's going to be cleaned off before we can put that in the carburetor. Luckily, it's not bent. But you always want to check that. Make sure it's not bent. And your little gasket's up there, which is getting stretched out. So I'll clean that. Here's your clutch cable right here. And this right here is what went up on that side to activate the clutch lever. So clutch cable looks good. Yep, moves nicely. I'll lubricate that. It's got a broken piece on this side cover, so it needs this side cover, that side cover, and it's going to need a piston. And whatever the hell went back here, I don't know what went back there. Something went back here. I don't think a battery. There was no battery mount on these. Pretty much just a side cover went on this side, and that was pretty much it. I don't know. I'll have to research it and look at it and see if I can find another bike like this online, compare the pictures, and see what I find. But anyway, this is the Suzuki DS80. Just came in today. First look, blew it out, get all the crap off the top of it. What I'll do is I'm going to flush the engine out with kerosene right up in there, make sure there's no crap in there, and see how it goes. But typically when you have sand or dirt in there, the bearings are shot and you're going to have to rebuild it. So we might end up splitting this case and doing bearings. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how much is in there when I do my grease test. And to do that, you just put a thin layer of grease on it, rotate the crank, and see if it picks anything up. If it picks anything up when it rotates, then you know you got crap in the motor. This right here, when I turned it over, didn't feel any growl or any restrictions or anything, so it feels pretty smooth. However, you only need one speck of dirt, so we're going to take a look at it, see what we can find with it, and go from there. Shocks are in pretty good shape, and if those shocks don't look familiar to you, I don't know what does. Those right there are KD80 shocks, same ones I got, just painted yellow. It's crazy. And that's it. I got my bucket of parts once again. I'll put all that stuff away. Not really something I'm working on today. I just figured I'd do my first look. I like showing you guys how they come in, and then we'll do our repairs to them and see how they go. A gasket. It's not hammered or nothing. And I like them when I get them like this because everything is complete. You know what I mean? He took it in as trade, and I took it in as trade. I traded for another motorcycle I had, a parts bike. So this is pretty cool. I'm happy with it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, by all means send them my way. This bike is a 1986 DS80 Suzuki. Thank you for watching.